consists of spirit, bitters, sugar, and water. So you can make an old fashioned with anything, but I'll get there. Your traditional, I guess, what people normally do is some kind of whiskey, aromatic bitters, which are these kinds, like the Angostura, aromatic bitters. I like to also add orange bitters to mine, so it adds a little bit of flavor. And then I use Luxardo cherries as well. And I hate look, okay. Okay, fine. Luxardo cherries. These are the cherries you need to use with your old fashioned. When it's done right, absolutely. Shout out to okay. I have so many people to acknowledge right now. Mercy. Shout out to Mercy. That's my homie. Appreciate you for coming in the stream. Thank you so much. Yes, we're making some oxtail tonight. But yeah, the best way, whenever it's done right, fucking old fashions are the shit. 1738 probably. Is they on cam or in the chat?
Got me?
No.
Am I Bay?
This is not Bay at all. No, girl, get the fuck off. No, not at all. Not even close. Bay is in the chat. Bay is definitely in the chat. And like, no ID, you will not get me in trouble. The fuck? This is my roommate. This is Tanya. She has a boyfriend that also lives here. So please, Lord have mercy, do not get me in trouble.
Booty so big.
Yeah, Lord have mercy. Tanya is one of my best friends. Like, we used to work together at Webster when I worked in Houston. What the fuck that is? We're besties. We are definitely besties. This is one of my best friends, for sure. But no, this is not bad.
Never.
This is not bad at all. Not even close. But Faye is in the chat. Shout out to Deja26 because yeah, shout out to Deja26. That's Faye.
Don't you do that TikTok? I tried to convince my boyfriend to do it, and none of them will do it with me. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Curls, curls, curls. Something, something, something. Curls, curls, curls. Together forever.
Oh, she's making herself known. Matter of fact, somebody give Deja26 a sub so that way we know. No.
We're best friends.
Stay over there. I'm not doing that. No, I'm the fuck. Go away. Go away. Even Jackson. We taking a shot or not? Alright, so we taking a shot. Everybody put your shot o'clock emotes, all that good shit. Let's motherfucking go. Cheers.
I just listened to the same TikTok like 6 times.
So since we're talking about old fashioned pre and post prohibition, which one was your favorite? So I want to say post prohibition was one of my favorites. It is my favorite simply because like the recipe got kind of standardized. It was more about the whiskey and making sure you have the right one and all that kind of stuff. So yes, that's the one I like. Still need to. Actually, these are not brown enough. I'm keeping the heat low because I want to make sure that like it gets done right. Because all we're doing is browning the outside. Alright. That should be good right here. For now. What's my go-to whiskey when making it? So right now I'm using Four Roses version. Like Four Roses for the price point and the flavor profile, it is one of the best whiskeys I've ever had as like a well whiskey. So I would definitely recommend Four Roses. But then there's other stuff like Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is actually really good too. I use that like when I'm out or I go out or anything like that. Jim Beam when I'm broke. I will use Jim Beam for that. Old Forester as well. Already, babe, gotta go. Happy cooking. Thank you, love. We will definitely talk a little bit later. I mean, we talk every day, so it doesn't matter. But yes, definitely Jim Beam, Maker's Mark, Four Roses. Also recommend Old Forester, like I said. Old Forester used to be the well at another bar that I worked at. Actually, I'm just teasing you. Knows what bar I'm talking about. We use Old Forester as our well whiskey there. So it's a great whiskey. Like, we used to use the 100 for that one. So yes. You like Garrison Brothers? Yo, Garrison Brothers is a good whiskey too. It's just a little bit more expensive than it should be. Like, when you're making an old fashioned or you're making a cocktail, you don't want to, you want the cocktail to be its own thing. And you want it to be that whatever whiskey you use, that it's the cocktail. And the whiskey shouldn't be what makes it the cocktail, if that makes sense. Like, I just want to make my drinks, whatever it is that I gotta do to make my drink or make my cocktail work the way that it should and to be tasty, it should be the way that I make it. It doesn't matter what whiskey. So that's how I feel about it. We're almost done browning these. Actually, let me go ahead and... Because the other part of that is, I do not like ruining, not even ruining. I'd rather have my whiskey for what it is versus adding a lot of stuff to it. So like, if I have a good whiskey, I'm not turning it into an old fashioned. I want to enjoy the whiskey for what it is. Like, I have a good, my favorite whiskey ever is Whistle Pig 12 years. Old World. It's a rye whiskey. It's completely different. Like, rye whiskey, you have to